Well. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Look what we have here. All-time highs again. No surprise there. Today is CPI. Good morning, everybody. Today is my favorite day of the month to trade, right? If you know me, if you've been watching the stream, you know. If you watched any of my podcasts that I've been a guest on, shout out Chart Fanatics. I'm on that one recently. It just came out on Sunday. It's doing well. That's where I explain my A+ setup, right? How I made, for example, $30,000, $33,000, which is the most I've made in a single day. And before that was kind of funny. My record was 32,000, so I have to start hitting higher. But that being said, I talk about my CPI is my favorite day to trade on that podcast as well. Chart Fanatics, check it out if you haven't already. However, this being said, we've already expanded a lot today on the CPI, unfortunately, because we had some NVIDIA China news during the Asia session. If you were wondering what that huge freaking pump was, I literally saw charts. I took a look at charts before I went to bed, and I was like, huh? Okay, so what's this? And then, CPI kind of underwhelming in the sense that we only expanded like 50 points to the upside. And we didn't really, there's not really a point of interest for me to really engage with a lot. So vote in the chat. I'm going to put out the poll just now. Are you bullish, bearish, or neutral? I'm sorry. Some people said it's Trump tariffs. Yeah, exactly. Okay. What's your bias? Bullish, bearish, neutral. Poll is up there. Have a little clickety click of the poll. I bet it'll probably be like 60% bullish because, hey, can't not be bullish at all-time highs. Something I did notice a little bit was the CPI candle in ES versus NQ. There is a divergence there on the downside, right? Like ES took out these lows. Yeah, looks like YouTube updated the chat, so now you guys get the, there's like a leaderboard based on, I guess, who chats the most. How do I see the leaderboard? Here you go. Number 1 so far, Oscar. Number 2, Himazur. Number 3, Cybernetic. Cool. That's interesting. Hello. So yeah, we have this divergence. That's it's so hard though to even trade. Like you can't just put a stop here. This is freaking 180 points away, right? I guess you could, but we'll see how the open starts. I don't totally love this. Looks like NQ just went straight up during that CPI candle, right? Yeah. Vote in the chat whether you're bullish, bearish, or neutral. I mean, this is just tough. I'd rather just kind of wait till tomorrow at some point or just wait for some sort of run on stops, even if it's a small run on stops. Typically, it's good enough. Or tomorrow, I mean, I think that tomorrow would probably be the 3rd up day in a row. Seems that we are breaking out of this range, though, this previous weekly high. PWH, yeah. Previous weekly high. Broke out of that during Asia. So when Plano says the market's giving single and taken as well, that's hilarious. Yeah, so big announcement is that a week from yesterday, so next Monday, I'll be hosting a fun challenge on NinjaTrader. I put it up on Twitter. First off, it's a pretty good picture. It's a pretty good graphic. Yeah, so there's a $1,000 sim trading challenge on Monday, basically. And it's all about being selective with your trades, right? Because you're only going to get $1,000 sim money. I don't want YOLO trades, so we've limited it so that you could only take up to 3 micro NASDAQ or 3 micro ES. You can only trade micros on this. It like does it within like how much margin can, $1,000 give you, right? So it starts at like 9:30, ends at 5 p.m. And then there's going to be a leaderboard throughout the day. Number one winner in first place wins $1,000 cash. Pretty good, right? And then the rest of the money, which is $1,500, is split amongst the top 10, the next in the top 10 on the leaderboard. So like number 2 is 500, number 3 is like 300, and then it's like 200, 100, 100, 100, right? So I'll put in the chat if you're interested. There's only 1,500 seats available. I think 400 something already taken. All right. Let me see. Copy paste. $2,500 cash prize pool for the top 10 on the leaderboard. All right, cool. It's in the chat there. Let me explain here. I think there's been a little bit of confusion with people clicking the link, right? And then it takes you to this, and they're like, oh, this is already full, whatever. This is just the current arena trading thing that's happening, which is cool. So once you register, you can see all the trading challenges in the future too. So there's not just one arena challenge that's just mine, right? There'll be more of them because this is the current one. You see, this one is full. However, the way to sign up for my challenge that will be on Monday, it's not full yet. It's in the pinned in the chat, the link, if you want to sign up. You have to either already have a NinjaTrader account, you just click login, or you sign up here, and it takes you to this, right? And then you need to scroll down your competition, and then it'll say browse competitions, and then you have to click Tanya Trades 1K Arena Challenge, and then you can enter. Okay, so make sure to scroll down. That's how you enter. So register first and scroll down to browse competitions. You guys, did you listen to what I just said? It's not full. Let me see. Put register. Sign in/register. All right, let me just copy paste this. Okay, I'm going to replace the pinned message with instructions. Okay. Cool. So you need to have an account, right? Either register for an account here or click login and then scroll down. Just scroll down and then click it's browse competitions. I already entered, so it doesn't say it. It says my competitions. And then Tanya's 1K Arena Challenge. Sign up. Okay, so it's pinned in the chat. That being said, it's now the open. So let's take a look at what the indices are doing here at the open. I mean, it's just a tough one because we're just expanding. Yeah, I thought it would be 60% bullish. It's 56% bullish. Pretty much the same thing as the Ninja Trader live streams bias today. 56% bullish, 28% bearish, 15% neutral. Cool. You know, I suppose if we're going to remain bullish, right? Well, first off, ES didn't even hit this high, this 830 high. If we're going to remain bullish, you need this SMT to hold, right? So let's take a look. There's no other red folder news today. We had CPI. Okay. Let me have a little sip of my water. My electrolytes, actually. It's salt water. Citrus salt. Citrus flavored salt. I'm always drinking water. I'm always staying hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. I don't understand. You guys always say, like, oh, Americans, like, yeah, Americans and their huge water bottles. That is true. I am definitely part of that stereotype. But I just don't understand. You guys not drinking water? The Europeans? Or you guys just, or the Europeans are just having a little espresso, a little coffee, and a cigarette. That's what they're doing. No Europeans do drink water. You gotta stay hydrated. I'm thirsty. Thirsty girl. This is the heat map here. NVIDIA is like the strongest today in the market right now, and AMD because of that, you know, that tariff news, China tariff. So, you're just chilling basically. See the 1 minute. Yeah, you have an SMT at the highs, but like those pre-market, so I'd rather just wait here. We retrace into 50% of this leg. We'll see if this SMT holds, right? This needs to hold if we're going to continue up higher. Like I could see us. This is hourly doing. Yeah. Kind of wild. Kind of wild there. Let's see on the hourly here. Let's put a market like maybe 50% of this wick, right? I don't know. Something like this. Oh. Yeah, 50% here. Some sell side there from 844. It'll drop at the open. Open up another chart here for little 7111. Oh, I'm like I have to log out and relog into NinjaTrader or something. So my chart looks kind of weird there. Hopefully. Okay. We both took out some pre-market sell side. See on the 1 minute NASDAQ. We have no first presented FEG of the day. It's all been like very, very efficient, I suppose. So I have to just wait, right? I can't do anything really much about this. Can't do much about it. I'll just wait and see. I mean, if we end up turning bullish again. We did hold this SMT low right now. We'll see if we make another structure shift. But you gotta just be careful. Don't want to buy in without a confirmation. Yeah, we're just creeping lower for now. Nothing, I mean, everyone's bullish here, right? 60% bullish. Nothing yet, though. I mean, we'll see. We'll see this. I'm going to put this little line here. ES, it's like the SMT line. Should stay intact. We'll see if this high gets broken for displacement, right? Took out some tiny sell side. This is the midpoint of the wick on the hourly, and this is also like, where the CPI candle was the low of it. We're in NASDAQ. I guess this really is the last line in the sand there. CPI low. Oh, well, ES is breaking this low. Whoa, we're dying. We're dying here. Okay, the SMT is invalidated, and we have an SMT at the high. And we just broke that structure. Let's take a look at the daily. Kind of odd candle looking now on the ES. Suppose what you can do now is take some standard deviations, see how that ends up faring. To the downside, where the extensions are, do they line up with anything? I'm gonna wait until 10 most likely. It's 4 hours. It looks wild on NASDAQ. Also be careful to look at if there's any other divergences at the lows. No. Cool. What are you guys thinking? Let me ask the chat now what your bias is. Where's today's open? Here. Yeah, let me see where the midnight candle is. I don't think I had that open. Okay. Midnight open, 8:30. Okay, midnight opens all the way down here. The thing is, if I were to short, right? If I were to short, I would definitely short ES. It's definitely been the weaker one. If it couldn't take out this high, take out this low first. Somewhat has a alignment with the sell side on the standard deviation extension. Being said, it's so hard to just short at all-time highs. So I think I'd rather just kind of wait to see what happens by the 10 a.m. candle. Especially NASDAQ is so strong. If you get like back above here, because this is the breaker block here on ES. If you get back above this, it's like pretty much invalidated. You see NASDAQ is actually pretty strong right now. It's a pretty huge up candle there. Where's the first presented fair value gap right now for NASDAQ? It's all the way down here, right? It's a tiny one. Everything else is not really much made a FEG, actually, until here. And there's no other FEG of the day yet. We'll see if this one is, but... There's a tiny one here. And the wick back down. See, most people are still bullish. 934, someone said. The first said 934. Yeah, there's a tiny, tiny one. I don't know. I honestly don't. Is that weird? I don't really care if it's this tiny. It's only like 2 ticks. 1 tick. Anyway. Doesn't matter too much. Let's see if it breaks a short-term high with a displacement or what. NASDAQ. See what NVIDIA's up to. Chilling. Gap up and just chilling. Tracing a little bit. How much are we up on the day on NASDAQ? 0.5%. 0.18 for ES. Okay. So ES did retrace into this like 5-minute FEG that broke the low and is holding lower. Made a new low just now. I think it's just really tough with the divergences like this. Yeah, to me too, reserve trader. So the first FEG is not of importance to me today. Same. So this is unicorn, right? So you actually don't want... Actually, this is the move down. I think I was looking at the 15 before. Oh no, this is the breaker in FEG because these are the 2 down close candles. This is pretty much your unicorn where it lines up with this and this. And that's holding up. So it's on ES and made a new low. Let's see if it has more follow through though. Say on hourly. Hourly, 4 hour. Cool. Most of you guys are still bullish. I didn't take a trade yet, no. I'm kind of going to wait until 10 a.m. open. Also, welcome to the channel if you're new here and you just saw like my podcast maybe and you're new. I do live stream pretty much every day, 9:15 a.m. But on Mondays I'm on Ninja Trader Live, which is on their YouTube channel. So let's see there. S&T broke a low. ES heavier to the downside, came back into this breaker in FEG, rejected, but made a new low, but didn't really displace below to make a new low. So now it's did break it, had an FEG here, came back, retested. Definitely weak. Let's see if it breaks the low again. The 10 a.m. candle is going to start soon. Hmm. 950 macro, we're in it. Yeah, ES definitely weak. What would it be like if you just like kind of short and put your stop here, go for here, 10 to make 16 or something. Let's see if it comes back into this area. 15-minute. I also am eyeing these like equal lows from Asia, right? I feel like this is an FEG and a discount. Well, right at midnight open. Yeah, ES broke another low, some low here. Okay. Where's ES's like equal lows there? Here. This is also SSL. ES has been following bearish structure pretty cleanly. Let's see, the 3-minute. Didn't even retrace to here, it was so weak. Even order block now here on the 3. NASDAQ slowly breaking down, but probably it's going to end up puking real quick. This is also SSL too. Be kind of wild though. That would turn the whole day red. Honestly though, it's not out of the question. Dumperoni for yes. This is, yeah, it's the next hourly right now. Cool. We hit that Asia sell side retracement on the hourly. Let's see here. It didn't retrace. Otherwise, I would have probably, you saw the RR, but it didn't retrace there. All good. Like I said, I'm not particularly bearish today, but you, so then if you're not bearish, if you're not bearish, you're bullish. There's definitely no confirmation for any longs, right? You're staying safe at the very least. So yeah, we just dipped below midnight open a bit. We tapped some sell side here from Asia for ES. NASDAQ definitely much above that. A lot. On the 5. 15 is all the way up here. Bum bum. Bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum. Yeah, if Nasdaq is still bearish, like it should not displace above these highs or close above this on the 5, right? So we'll see if that was it for the bearishness or not, if it's shifting now or what. Those of you that are just coming in and watching, and wondering what the pinned thing in the chat is, on Monday, next Monday, I'm hosting a $1,000 arena challenge with Ninja Trader. So basically, everybody gets $1,000 of simulated capital. $1,000 of simulated capital. You can't YOLO it. The max contracts you can take is 3 micros. And then at the end of the day, the top 10 people will get prize money. First place gets $1,000, and then $2,500 total cash prize pool. If you're interested, click that link in the chat. You have to make sure you click, you have to sign in to your Ninja Trader account or register if you don't have one first. Then you scroll down, click Browse Competitions, and then you can sign up for my challenge. It's not full yet. The one that they're currently showing on here is the one that's still happening right now. So you have to click sign up, log in, scroll down, then you'll see the challenge. Because I see people in that chat asking about it and thinking that it's full. It's not full yet. But there's only 1,500 seats available. There's 2,500 people here right now, so definitely don't wait to register. And see how many people are actually registered. I can check it out. I don't know why I put this here. I don't care that much about this. I care about this high. Doesn't seem like we're having any type of shift, especially not in ES. Now is kind of coming back into this breaker area. This is the rejection area. See gold. This morning I said that I want gold to go below previous daily low. And we did. And then I'd enter on a bullish breaker. It did go there. Did it have a bullish breaker yet? No. Okay. Let's see how many people registered. Let me see. I can see by logging in. 520 people already registered. So there's less than 1,000 spots left. Less than 1,000 spots left in the arena challenge with Ninja Trader. So make sure, it starts in 6 days. I just announced it. So definitely if you're interested, sign up now because I don't know when the spots are going to be all full. So basically throughout the day, we'll be seeing the leaderboard. I'll be announcing who's in the top 10 throughout the day. Previous hourly low taken. with the 4-hour low taken. See on NASDAQ, previous 4-hour low taken. Definitely not looking bearish, right now. What happened here? Like no FEG even inversion. I guess this 30-second. And then didn't retrace into it, so I'm fine with that. Okay. And then what's the next inversion there? Yeah, just have this huge leg up now. So we'll see how this. I want to see how this 5-minute closes. Could totally just wick this, because now this is a 15-minute FEG bearish one, and we're still in the breaker. Could totally. We'll see if this rejects. Then there could be an SMT at the high here with ES for it to go back lower again. So there's no SMTs at the low, really. I mean, there kind of is with. It retreats all the way down here. See what's going on. See in the comments. Rob said summer trading's terrible. Yeah, it kind of sucks. So especially at all-time highs. This happened last summer too, but I think August was a good month. I think July was a decent month though. I don't know. July's a little. June sucked. July was better. I'm just eyeballing NASDAQ here. Yeah, this is a 15-minute breaker too. Just like taking a look if it's gonna have more upside or if it's gonna reject here. Kind of important area. We'll see if ES starts breaking the short-term swing highs too. Started here, but see if it holds up this bullishness. What is this? Okay. Since it already took the sell side, created this order block and FEG, wicked into the here. Like I was watching this, right? I was like, oh, it's dropping again, but that looks like it was really, bought up with these wicks. So, I mean, totally possible that we hit new highs again. On NASDAQ at least, because tech is so strong. Nvidia's up 4% on the day. Yeah, this next 5 minutes is going to be pretty telling, I'd say. Yeah, we closed above this breaker, closed above these highs. NASDAQ doesn't really look too bearish anymore. See if ES holds this, right? Let's watch ES here. How's it going to react? I still haven't taken a trade today. I might have my alerts in gold, you guys, for if it breaks this high on the 5. Five and the 3 here. So it took out previous daily low, daily FEG. You know, swept some liquidity, made a new high on the daily, took out the swing high, came back, retraced, respected this. Volume imbalance in FEG area here, make another new high. Like, I think that's just retracing to make another new high soon, but yeah, I would wait for a breaker block for that. See, how's ES react? I guess it's alright, but it really needs to hold this low. But I don't like that inverted like this. I think that it'd have a strong reaction to this order block. I don't love it. Yeah, I don't really like this price action, can't lie. So after previous hourly low, now we expanded too much for me to really. And want longs and ES are just way too weak. See on the 5. Closed above. Just made 2 5-minute FEGs here. See on the 15. Where's the 15-minute? There's no FEG on the 15. Kind of trashy. I don't know. What's the range for the day? 100 points. Pretty small for CPI for like the first hour of the day. The daily, we're still very green here. So I totally get why people are like bullish and they don't want to short, because I don't really want to short either. It's like it's really hard to short a candle like this where it's already super bullish, breaking all-time highs. Just gonna be a retracement, you know, a tiny retracement, which we've seen. Like, we broke pre-market lows. ES retraces to some Asia lows, Asia FEG, like, not really too bearish at the moment. The bull case is just hard. Okay, on the 2-minute, honestly, it's a bit cleaner, but not really. Yeah, so I mean, I'd like to see us break back above 830 open. Back above this is where that bearish breaker is. We made a swing high there. It's like the swing high. It took out the low. Yeah, on the 3 and the 2, essentially. Yeah. We have these other ones too, these other highs. We're kind of generating some equal highs there. Okay, NASDAQ retraced into this 5-minute FEG here. And a premium. I can't really long that. The thing is, like, I would feel way more comfortable longing that if we were taking, like, 4-hour level at, like, you know, or like a daily level. And I would be okay because but this is like longing in a premium of a premium, which is why I'm just not taking it. And yes, it's just weak. This is our stock heat map. Like literally everything's red except for like Nvidia. I feel like I just made a funny face. Agent 007 said, let me see some trades. I'd like to see some good trades too, some good setups, but if there's not a good setup, I don't want to lose my hard-earned money for no reason. FitReal says others are not important. Nvidia matters only. Word. Schword. I really don't like this structure. And the divergences. CES is way too weak. Like, what if Nvidia just like, you know, just starts retracing a bit? It's totally possible. It's at all-time highs. Then everything's gonna drop lower. Nvidia's like retesting its 930 and 830 open. Gold, not much movement. Honestly, dude, it makes sense. Like, it's 1025. 100-point range on the NASDAQ. Most of it was created in like the first 10 minutes of the day. Feels like a super like low volume day just because like, I don't know. Just because we're just moving so slow and the price needs to digest. It's just not the structure I like to see on CPI days. There's ES dropping like it's hot. It's wild. It's wilding. WFC, Wells Fargo's down almost 5%. BlackRock's almost down 5%. Just those are like financials in the S&P. NVIDIA is strong. I mean, you have NASDAQ here breaking a short-term low, right, after retracing to a 15-minute FEG, but there's no like clean, like displacement there. So there's no FEG taking out this low. So I really can't just be shorting this. Have you guys taken a trade yet today? Let me know. Let me know. Maybe that there'll be an SMT here, the new low of day, you know. Yes, certainly very close to it. Luda says, tough day today, no trades yet. Lucas said he's trying shorts here, but keeps getting out break even. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to be getting out break even at shorts. If market's near all-time highs, it's very hard to find like a move that's sustained on the short side. So that's good that you're getting stopped at break even. At least you're not like, sounds like you're managing it pretty well. No trades yet from Castro. On the short side, like I could see people wanting to short ES. I mean, yeah, it has this divergence with NASDAQ here. Right, we have the divergence at the high too, and it's weaker. It just broke with a displacement. Going for the sell side. This would be 1.8R actually. It's not bad. Where would I go for this? Right below the open. Do we take new low day yet? I think we made an equal low. Now it's taking new low day. Cool. Yes, totally weaker. Nasdaq didn't take new low day yet. YM very weak, someone said. Yeah. YM's down 0.5%, Nasdaq's up 0.5%, ES is flat. RTY is weak too. So, kind of weird. For the bulls, I mean, that's your SMT. See if it starts breaking structure. I'm really not like, I don't really love this price action to be really putting down a lot of any risk. I haven't taken anything. Typically I will, you know? Typically I'm not afraid to take a trade. Some people say I overtrade. But today, you know, I'm just not finding anything quality. And if I do, it doesn't retrace. So it's just like if I'm neutral on my bias, can't be pressing for continuations, clean continuations or anything. If I'm very neutral. What is, let me see here. What was I thinking about? What's NVIDIA doing now? Up almost 5%, yeah. Someone said, Papa, ICT, come back. PM session will cook. Honestly, seems like it. Like, we'll see. We'll see if Nasdaq breaks a high of a displacement to show potential SMT for more upside, right? I can see that happening, especially on the 5-minute retrace into like and wicked this 5-minute FEG. You know? Like that's probably the potential long then. If it does that, right? I would need it to break the swing high of a displacement, essentially, pretty much. Right? It does feel like there's not a lot of participation happening right now, though. It's already been like 4 minutes since that happened. It swept that low. It's not a strong reversal to the upside. You like to see like strong, fast reversals. Tegio says, last year around this time, I remember trying to top the market, did not go well. Well, at least sounds like you learned from your mistakes. Good morning, Astrid. Ash Andrex 2 says, good morning. Good morning. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know in the chat. Why are you checking divergences in both pairs? Please explain in short. Explaining in short is so funny, saying that. What is this, like a DBQ? Is this a state test? Essentially, if like, it shows a potential reversal, right? Like you can, at the 15-minute here, right, there was that SMT here with ES and NQ. Divergence, NQ took this pre-market high at the open. ES didn't. And then from there, we dropped down and we went to the sell side. But seriously, you guys, I don't even regret like not taking a short because, I mean, it literally did not even retrace. It did on the 5 for ES, but honestly, I haven't been, like I said, I don't like to, I wasn't really too particularly bearish today, honestly. So, all-time highs, yada, yada, yada. Also, NASDAQ much stronger. ES super weak, like, kind of wild. Yeah, NASDAQ couldn't break this high with a displacement, so we're not seeing a reversal there, right? And now it's coming back here. It's not looking good for the NASDAQ, really. Doesn't seem like we're going to hold up, really. No. Got to start seeing some bullishness. It's not slow. The slow grind lower. Even on the downside for NASDAQ, there's not really any FEGs. For ES, there certainly are. Have been. I mean, I can see someone trying to scalp this too. Stop it here. It's a high at midnight open. Just go for the sell side. I'm just going to tape read that to see if that works out. Not in that trade. Okay. I'm just going to tape read that. And if this doesn't work out, maybe there will be a reversal, right? So let's see this. Template, SMT, NQ. Tape reading this. What's the heat map look like? This. Literally, the only thing green is NVIDIA and Avgo and AMD and a little bit of green in Google, Apple, whatever. Everything else is quite red here. Well, it just broke this little intermediate term low on NASDAQ. That, was looking good. It had made that SMT and it completely filled that on the 5-minute, but now it's breaking that. That's not looking that great. That's not looking good. Yes, swiped new low of day. Again. You have SMTs there too, that's the thing. Nah. I mean, this one never confirmed to the upside, point blank. This one did confirm to the downside here, but never, it retraced barely, so. It does feel like ES is going to take these lows. It's creeping lower. Yeah, it's a boring day. I mean, NASDAQ 100 point range. Let's see, ES, what's the range? ES, much bigger range, 30 points. That's pretty impressive, to be honest. Yes, that ES short from here was pretty much the play. I honestly wasn't really bearish yet at that point. I was sort of like looking for break of structure to the upside still, and it just wasn't confirming. So I think I could maybe pay more attention about that and look for, and finally, like, you know, maybe look for a short, but oh well, I'm totally fine with kind of sitting out. We're at all-time highs. I don't want to be really looking for short continuations too much. Yep, NASDAQ, like, when it was looking really vulnerable when it broke this low there. It's likely going to follow suit then to that sell side. What time is it? 10:44? 10:50 is here. The 8 p.m. session will be better. Sometimes it needs to just kind of accumulate like that. I can't really short this. It's so near the low. I don't trust that we wouldn't just run these swing highs. They're all like look like trend line liquidity. Pop up and run some of them, you know? There's not really anything clean. Again, ES hitting a new low. It's very weird. Like, at least, it's like so weird. Like, you can drop to here in like 2 minutes. You just take like, what is it, like 8 minutes? This has been 8 minutes. So it's kind of clear there's no quick reversals, you know? ES retracing again into here. Swept new low day. Could just be kind of generating some liquidity here. But let's see. See what happens here. 10:46. I'd rather wait to see 10:50 here. What was I looking for before? I was looking for this swing high to get broken. Displacement. It's like on the 2 minute looks cleaner. Okay. The 2 minute, this is now the next swing high though. Let's see if ES gets back above midnight open or not. It's just retracing into this. It's just still okay. Nasdaq certainly. I mean, it has the 1 minute inversion. That's kind of it. That's it, really. That's not enough for me to do anything. We didn't even do much. Straight up, there's literally no. It should be way more. The reversals should be quick, like it should be fast, speedy displacements. Is essentially what today's like takeaway is from the market, right? It's like, oh, and here SMT, okay, I want to see displacements to the upside breaking a swing high. Not happening. Then it's not happening. Best like reversals happen quick in a few candles. So we'll see how the next few minutes go, but it's not really enticing. We just slowly creep up higher. It's really not enticing at all, Plus, it's not. It's the next swing high. ES certainly still weak. Came back into here. And we'll see what happens now. It could be a point of inflection, but I need to see more confirmation. None of them, not once, have I gotten it so far. So let's see. It's 10:50 macro now. Right, that was something I was tapering before. I'm deleting it now. It's 10:50 macro. We'll mark out this high on ES, swing high, above midnight open. In this FEG. Just have this bullish one. It's blech today. I mean, whatever. We're gapped up, right? If you go look at the gap up. Gapped up. Makes sense. We're not having a lot of price action. We gapped up during Asia. CPI, not really anything crazy. No, you see, like no displacements to the upside. So more likely than not, like we're probably going to end up dropping to even Nasdaq sell side from Asia. I'll just look at here. Okay, ES finally took that low. But even that like trade that I marked was tape reading. I mean, it took how long? Forever. 12 minutes. Gold paused right before taking that high. Didn't take this high yet. Didn't confirm. I didn't get my alert. What did it look like on the daily? ES is probably down 0.06, slightly below the open. NASDAQ looking way different there. All right, you guys, I'm going to end the stream earlier today. Honestly, no trade from me because I didn't see anything too that I liked high probability that I typically like to see during CPI. And that's basically it. I mean, I'll see maybe the afternoon session, but we'll be back here tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Make sure you check out that pinned link in the chat if you're interested in the NinjaTrader Arena Challenge. The top 10 people will be splitting a prize pool of $2,500, and that will be on Monday. So yeah, stay safe trading this. We definitely stayed safe with not taking any longs, even though I was bull biased, right? And so is a lot of the chat, but definitely stayed safe because you see those divergences. You see ES just way too weak to be trying longs on NASDAQ. On the flip side for shorts, I simply just couldn't frame a good entry. And I didn't want to be at all-time highs kind of shorting in a discount when we already took some liquidity and there's divergence at the low too. So that's all for me today. Pretty chill day. Not much to write home about for the indices. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 9:15.